Yo, 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 it's the one and only Lyles.
And it's your girl Vels, aka Velly Vel, if that's what you want to call me.
And together we are
Locked in Sports.
Yo, episode 31.
Episode 31. And we're back.
Yeah, we are.
And we're back for another episode 31. Mm-hmm. So much has happened, man. We had the Olympics happen, man, this past summer.
Yep.
A lot of things going on in the WNBA. You know, WNBA starting back up.
Yep.
Man, the NFL about to kick off.
Trying to counter.
And we're going to get into it. But we're going to start with this. Lyles, how you doing?
I am well, man. I mean, everything's back. Olympics just ended, like you said. The NFL is creeping around the corner. I ain't just excited about that, but I mean, you know, I'm all right. Work is work. I'm actually studying for my next certification. Just trying to climb up these IT ranks, you know what I'm talking about? But no, I've been good, Vils. I've been enjoying the summer, even though it's coming to a close. I just been maxing relaxing.
You just been maxing and relaxing. You done been on some trips. You done been to Chicago.
I have been.
How was that?
Oh, shoot. Yo, Chicago was lit, man. I went out there and visited my sister for the weekend. She done took me to all these bougie-ass restaurants and happy hours. And, hey, like, we had so much fun. And I just saw, like, I've been to Chicago before. But, like, this time, it was, like, different. Like, I was just seeing, like, another side of Chicago.
Okay.
And, I mean, went on, like, a boat tour. Man, when they say summertime shy, I get it. Like, I literally get it. Like, it's different. They got, like, this river walk. Like, it's, like, 2, 3, 4, 5 miles long river walk. Straight up bars and restaurants and people just out there having a good time. It's diverse.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Chicago, I F with it. It's like one of my other cities. Like, I always say, like, I have different cities that, like, my favorite. Chicago is up there. Like, It's just the culture. Everyone was kind of cool. Like, it wasn't a South. Like, everybody ain't gonna be like, hey, how you doing? How's your day?
Right.
Like, they're not like that, but super cool. Everybody kind of sits to yourself, but if you got a question, they're gonna answer it. Boom, boom, boom. So like, I F's with Chi-Town. What else did we do out there? We did a lot of stuff. We ate a lot. They have really good oysters, by the way.
Oh, dude, yeah.
They believe in rooftops. They love a good rooftop, and I love a good rooftop. So it was like a match made in heaven for real.
How was the weather?
The weather was good. Like, it gets a little chilly at night, but nothing too strenuous because it's by was one of the Great Lakes. Don't ask me which one. I don't remember. But it's by one of the Great Lakes. And so at night it gets a little chilly. But other than that, weather was perfect.
They don't owe you nothing. Chicago don't owe you nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Okay. I'm not mad at it.
What about yourself, Vels? A little birdie had a rumor.
Well, you know, my summer, as everyone knows, I'm a coach, I'm a teacher. My summer has definitely come to an end. Mm-hmm. It's over with, but I do have some exciting news. Like I just mentioned before, most of y'all know that I am a coach and just got a new job.
Woo!
I am now the head coach at Irvin Nimitz High School.
Hey, we gonna clap that up. Because if y'all didn't hear it, she said she is now the head coach.
Yeah.
Amen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is crazy, like just saying it verbally, but you know, I'm excited. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm blessed to be in this situation and, you know, to be able to have my own program, run my own program.
Yes.
This summer wasn't just like super eventful for me, only because, you know, I was locked in, no pun intended, trying to get this job. And, yeah, we're here now. The school year has started. I'm in my first week of school at Irvin Nimitz. And yeah, we all in, baby.
Yeah.
Nimitz Nation, stand up. We all in.
Hey.
Representing that navy blue, silver, and white.
Come on.
And I'm excited and I'm ready to work. Let's go.
Hey, man, look, I cannot be more proud of you than I am right now, Vils. This is something you've been working hard towards. And you finally have reached a goal This is just the beginning. This is your program. Like I said, you run it the way you want to. Forget all the naysayers. Forget anybody that's trying to put any negativity in your mind. This is yours. And man, you know I'm stepping 110 behind you. Like the sports is definitely behind you. So like, dude, this is your season. Thrive. May God continue to bless you along your journey.
I appreciate that, Lisa. I appreciate it.
Amen.
All right. So now that all of that is out the way, we're going to go ahead and get it to it.
Let's get into it.
The Olympics.
Yes.
The Olympics, man. The Olympics just ended. And it was entertaining. I will say that.
Very much so.
It was one thing that I was anticipating after the NBA season was over with. I was ready to watch them guys. Like, just Team USA, period. Like, you know, all across the board. But just, you know, Brian, Steph, KD.
You was ready for USA basketball.
I was. Look. And, you know, and I just knew it would be good. But anyway, the Olympics.
The Olympics. You know what? What I was most looking forward to was the track and field. Like,
of course.
I wanted to see that. Like, for some reason with the basketball, we always dominated in that.
We do.
So I wasn't like.
Well, as of late, I don't know.
It's been tough.
But most of the time, yes.
Right.
Majority
like we
of the time.
usually dominate in that. So I wasn't overexcited or hyped for that event. I was like track for some reason because it's so, and also depending on the event as well. But it's like it's personal. Like it's you.
Definitely personal.
Like it's you against everybody else. Like it's just you. So it's like I wanted to see how some of the big stars was gonna, you know, handle the pressure.
Me too. We're talking about our Sha'Carris. We're talking about our Noah Lyles.
Yes.
We were talking about Shelly Ann Frazier.
Right.
And Sharika from Jamaica. But yeah.
Well,
they didn't run.
Which let's talk about it.
Shelly Ann Frazier, she ran. You know, she ran.
But she didn't run
Yeah, she ran in her heat, and she finished number 2, I think. I think she finished second, but she did not run in the final. I heard 2 things.
Okay.
One, it was because of a hamstring injury. That was the latter. That was what we found out after everything happened.
That wasn't
And then the second thing is, I guess they were locked out of the field for some strange reason. They couldn't get on the practice track and like warm up properly like they normally do.
Yep.
And so and there's a video surfacing on the internet like that shows them trying to get in. Not only her, Shelly Ann Frazier Parker from Jamaica, or not Parker, but Shelly Ann Frazier Price. She was trying to get, and then they show Sha'Carri in the background, kind of like just sitting on the curb, like, man, like, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And so, but Sha'Carri still got out there and ran.
She did.
Now,
she walked it.
Yeah, she got silver, unfortunately, but it's not unfortunate, but it's like, we want her to get gold.
Absolutely.
We was rooting for Sha'Carri, which she still did get a gold medal with the 4x4 team, I think. And but so it was just, that's why she didn't run. I heard that Sharika, the other girl from Jamaica, the other fast one, she didn't run because she had got injured 3 weeks prior, and she was gonna wait to her race, like her 200, like she runs in the 200.
Yeah,
she's gonna wait to just compete in that, but she ended up not competing at all.
Wow.
And
for the same reason?
No, just because she had got injured 3 weeks before. Injured. So she kind of wanted to save her best for that race.
Gotcha.
And I never saw her run.
Wow.
But it was good all across. I don't even know where we want to start. Do we want to start with just stay track?
I mean, let's just go. Let's just keep going.
And so then Sha'Carri won silver in the 100 final. And then the girl that beat her, where was she from? I can't think of it.
St. Lucia.
St. Lucia. And that was the first gold medal that they had ever captured. You know what I mean? So it was big time for her. She's a celebrity now. And
absolutely.
She will never have to pay for another thing.
She good.
In that country ever again.
And one of their first medal.
What? And so that race was crazy though. Like I was getting up and watching just the heat. Like it's 4:30 in the morning. I'm setting alarms to get up and watch that because it was live. You know, they're in Paris. 7-hour difference. And so like there was a couple of things I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get up for this and watch. it was tough. Them mornings was tough because I was tired the rest of the day. But, you know, the Olympics was very entertaining. Then we got Noah Lyles.
Man.
Who, well, it was some other women too. And
Gabby Thomas.
And it was somebody else.
TT, I can't remember her last name.
And I know these things, but yeah. And so Noah Lyles. You know, his race is the 200-meter race. And, you know, but he competed in the 100, which in his heat, he finished second. You know what I mean? But you know, Noah is he arrogant. He gonna talk his stuff. He gonna say what he gotta say because he feels like, you know, he's the fastest. Period.
Person alive, right?
And we gotta move. But what was crazy about Noah was just like, you know, he came up. He did win the 100. He did win the gold in the 100-meter. But his race, the 200, he lost.
Yep.
And then of course, well, he didn't lose. He didn't lose. He got bronze.
He got bronze.
Yeah, he got bronze.
Right. Yeah, he got bronze.
And so, but right after the race, he over there acting like he dehydrated. Well, I'm not gonna say he was acting, but now he's dehydrated.
Yeah.
And all of that. And then, of course, shortly after that, we found out that he had COVID. Right. For 2 days until he was, you know, he didn't have COVID anymore. Then it was a video surfacing on internet of him in the club dancing.
Thank you. I'm glad you brought that up.
It was, but you know, and I'm gonna let you interject on that. I'm gonna let you interject, but it's just crazy that he did that. And it's just like, so what I was gonna say is, you know, he did all of that, but at the end of the day, and then it's what he said months ago when he was just like, you know, when the NBA, when you win a championship and they call themselves like world champions, that's what the NBA calls them, world champions. And he didn't agree with that. And so I'm just like, okay, I disagreed with him then when he said it, but I understood what he was saying at the same time, kinda, you know what I mean? But of course, when we get to the Olympics, it's like a little beef between Team USA men's basketball and Noah Lyles, right? Right. And it's just like, it's funny, obviously, when you see it on the internet and, you know, you see the memes and stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, why can't we we're supposed to all be rooting for each other.
Right.
Period. Like we are. But the beef was, it's funny, it's entertaining, but it's just like, we all Team USA, we all out here trying to win. Period. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. And you had mentioned, like, after the race, how he was all, like, passing out and feeling like he was so sick. I actually felt for that. Like, I really believe that he wasn't feeling well. And then when it comes back out that he had COVID, I was like, okay, now that makes all the sense.
Right.
But then when the video comes out that he was all at the club, I mean, jamming hard.
Well, he tested negative.
Okay, well,
it was 2 days later. He was just like, he don't have COVID anymore. He posted it himself.
Okay. So if you ever had COVID before, I mean, maybe this is the new COVID. Maybe it's the 2024 COVID. I don't know. But if you ever had COVID before, you don't just, after 2 days of doing what he just did, be all at the club doing what he, you know, was online. Like,
he was celebrating his gold medal.
His bronze. Oh,
his gold. Bronze in the 100-meter gold.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like it was more so he was embarrassed that, you know, because he does talk all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He talks a lot of noise. So he didn't complete the mission. He didn't get the gold medal
that he wanted in the 200. He got the 100.
I mean, he got the 100, but he wanted the 200,
which was crazy, by the way. That race was crazy.
It was, but what I'm saying is like, I felt like it was more so an embarrassment now after seeing that video of him being all out like that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
but you know, I'm rooting for everybody. I rooted for him in the 100. I thought that was a great race. I didn't get to watch the 200, but I saw that he had came in third, I believe, on that. And so
he didn't even come out the gate good.
I didn't get to watch that race.
So
and I need to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been, I'm proud of Sha'Carri. I'm proud of Noah. I'm proud of, Team USA men and women's basketball, which we can get into that right now. And it was entertaining for me. I watched all of the men's games. The women's games was coming on at weird times, but I did watch most of it. And to me, I was just like, okay, I can kind of miss some of the women's games because we killing everybody. Like they running through people until the gold medal game. They was just having their way. Now it's some talent around the world on the women's side. It was some hoopers out there. It was a hooper from Nigeria. It was one that I liked from China. Like it was some players, but they was running through everybody. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pay attention more to the men's side because they was over there fighting for their life a little bit. Man. But they took care of business in pool play. But then once those games start mattering, like those games start getting really good. And I want to say this right now, like the rest of the world is catching up.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially when it comes to basketball, because there's so many different resources, so many different outlets that you can use to learn the game wherever you are.
That is true.
I mean, we have YouTube now. Like, we have the internet. Like, everything, trainers are over there.
Right.
Teams are being ran over there. Like, the rest of the world has caught up as far as playing the game of basketball. And I hate I'm not going to say hate, but, like, people on the internet have been talking about, like, the dream team and, how they was... Yeah, the Redeem team, and then but how the Dream Team was just running through everybody. They was beating them by like 50, 60. Yeah. They was killing them.
But that was a different time.
But it was a different time, different era, and that's why I said the game has changed. It's not like the U.S. is not as dominant on the men's side as they have been in the past. Like they are dominant. Obviously, we just want to go, but
the rest of the world is catching up.
You got your Jokic's, you got your Lucas. Even though Luka and them didn't make it, but you got your Giannis's, you got your Wemby's. Like, you got people from it, like, you got your Gilgeous Alexanders, you got your everybody.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And even South Sudan put on the show.
Yep.
They was hooping.
They was.
Team USA beat them in pool play, the men, by 1 point in pool play. And they still gave them hell in the second game when it mattered, but, I mean, Team USA kind of took off on them. Brian them hooped in that one.
Yeah, they did.
But, yeah, the rest of the world is catching up, but I will say on the men's side, they took care of business. Brian did his thing. KD did his thing whenever he could. Steph went off the last 2 games. Chef Curry. Chef. Man. And to watch that and to see that and be able to root for him was just different because it's just like, we want this gold medal. And it was, I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. It was good. They had to fight for this one. The men did.
Yeah, they did.
The women, they coasted.
Yeah.
But then that gold medal game, they had to fight against France.
They did.
You know what I mean?
Let's go back to the men.
Go back.
I got questions for you. Yeah. Let's talk about South Sudan.
Okay.
That 1 point victory. That had everybody kind of like, ooh, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Are we not as...
People were already thinking that anyway, but the odds were crazy. Like, they had them beating them by at least 25 plus. You know what I mean? And it wasn't covering.
So we was mad because they prize picks.
But yeah, South Sudan.
But yeah, so were you nervous going into that next game?
No. And I'm being real.
We had to play them again.
Again, no, I was not. Because I knew, y'all saw what it was before. Y'all only won by 1 point.
Right.
Now it's time to take care of business for real. We're trying to get the goal. These games matter. You got to do whatever you got to do to win.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely.
You would be the laughing stock of everything if you would have let South Sudan come in and beat you. I knew they were gonna take care of business against them. It was still a good game.
But they would have been a meme for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that would have been really, really bad. Really bad. Really bad. I don't even know how to explain how bad that would have been.
Right.
But, yeah, they took care of business against them.
They did. And my next thing, we have to talk about it, right? Jason Tatum. So I gotta get your take. Cause I didn't really watch too much of that. I just watched the last game.
Mm-hmm.
So Jason Tatum, from my understanding, he didn't get no burn in.
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
There was 2 DMPs.
I heard about that.
And I felt like he should have gotten minutes in every game. I'm gonna just be real.
Okay, no, and then
Jason can contribute in some sort of way. He's athletic. They just won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He got teammates on the team. I think he would have been able to contribute, but he also kind of struggled a little bit in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Not saying that had to do anything with him, being able to get minutes with this team. But he did struggle a little bit. He did his thing, but he struggled a little bit. Jaylen Brown got the finals MVP and all of that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I felt like he should have played in those DMPs, but then at the same time, I really didn't care.
Right.
Kinda.
I don't think you like Jason Tatum.
I do. I like Jason. I really do. He's a sweet guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mess with Jason. You know what I mean? And he can hoop. But I really wasn't tripping about him not getting those minutes. But I did feel like he should have played in every game. Like, I was like, okay, Steve, like, you can put him in for 3 minutes, 5 minutes,
that
10.
Is true.
Like, you can throw him in there. So everybody else has played.
Yeah.
Now, Tyrese Halliburton wasn't playing much either, but everybody expected that.
Right.
Jason Tatum, you got to put him out there.
Just to see what he can do?
Just to see. And I thought...
But I think y'all saw, though, right? You say he struggled.
A little bit in the play. Yeah.
But no, even he played a couple of minutes.
Yes, and he definitely struggled a little bit playing with Team USA, but at the same time, I understand that you have to find and get a rhythm. If you're on and off, like, you're never gonna find that you know what I mean.
But see, it's the Olympics,
right? And we ain't got time to be finding rhythms. We ain't got time. We just don't have time.
You know what I'm saying? So now this poses another question. I know we're going too long, but this is open up in the can. So maybe we gotta start digging into Jason Tatum a little bit. Is he as elite as where people are making him out to be?
I think he's still an elite player. I just think he has to go on a run where he's consistent, like, the entire time to prove, like, okay, Jason Tatum is really him. He has talent.
So but then if you're saying that, you can't crown him as him being elite.
I think he's still, it's kind of a weird.
No.
You're funny.
No, I'm just saying, we talking.
He can be an elite player. We've seen it.
When
but you have to be
elite consistently.
Right.
You can have off nights. Mm-hmm. But if you are elite, you would have got some burn in the Olympics, because guess what? That's where the elites go to play.
Yeah. Well, people just felt like it was wrong for Steve Kerr to limit him to minutes.
He should have gave up some burn.
Have those 2 DMPs, which was crazy. Like, them DMPs was crazy. And it was a funny meme going around. And I'm not even going to say it, but, you know, that's pretty much what Steve Kerr kind of did once he started him in the following game. Mm. And I thought it was cool that, you know, they was on a fast break. They was in transition, and he was out in front. Mm. So somebody got the rebound, gave it up to Steph. Steph passed it up to Jason. He got him a dunk. Like, I thought that was cool. You know what I mean? Good. Like, let him get some burn and let him have something meaningful to put forward to this gold medal that they're trying to get. You know what I mean?
Because that is a confidence killer.
It is.
It can be.
It can mess with you. Even though, in my mind, if I'm Jason, I just want chip.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, look, cool. If I ain't got to play too many minutes,
that's different.
And I can, you know, kind of coast a little bit, rest my legs, and get a gold medal at the same time, and be around all of these greats. Yeah. I'm cool with it. I'm not even going to take no offense, because you know why?
That's real.
You know why? I'm going to come back better next year. Like, I'm going to come back and show y'all.
As fuel.
Yeah, next season, what I'm about.
You should.
So, cool. I just got a chance. I'm coasting.
Right.
I'm good. Right. I was just in a parade 3 weeks ago.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm Jason Tatum, that's how I would be thinking. And he just had another kid.
Yeah, so he should be on top
with LMA or whatever.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at that. Yeah. But, you know, he definitely should have played in all of the games. Yeah. But I'm not mad at the minutes that he got. Because of the wins that we took care of business. We did. Right. So, yeah.
That's real. I just wanted to pick your brain on that one.
Yeah. So we're going to move on from the Olympics. I do want to say that Team USA overall.
You got to mention Simone Biles, bro.
Simone, I'm tripping. I am tripping. We can't move on just yet.
Yeah, you got me.
Man, I'm so glad that Simone came back.
Yes.
And redeemed herself.
Absolutely.
And did not give up in Tokyo. She didn't leave it in Tokyo.
No.
She came to Paris and she proved to herself, she proved to the nation, she proved to the world that she's still great at what she does.
She is the GOAT.
Yeah. And I'm happy that she did. You know what I mean? And she worked too. Like I tried to watch her little documentary on on Netflix. You know, trying to just, and she was getting up, she was grinding it, but it was really something mental going on with her that she could not shake.
Right. They call them the Twitsies.
Which is weird.
Yeah. They can't get that count right.
Right.
And that's a real thing. And that's scary because the way they be flipping turn, you can't count how many. You'll break your neck.
Yeah,
like,
you can
all
get hurt.
Of stuff. Yeah.
And that's why she had to kind of chill because it's just like, yeah, okay.
And to think that, like, people, I remember during that time period, people was like really coming down on her, calling her soft.
Yeah, they were.
And that. And it's like, that's why people that's not doing that kind of work need to be quiet.
They do.
Like, seriously, because if you're not out there competing in that kind of capacity, you've never ever done that.
You don't
before,
know.
You have no idea what it's like or what kind of mental jackups you be having. Like, you don't know. Mm-hmm. So we gotta take it easy on these athletes. They're regular people. They just got a gift. You know what I mean? Yeah. A special talent. I don't know. I ain't gonna get on my soapbox wheels. Go ahead.
No, you good. You could have kept going. You just don't. If you're not an athlete, you've never played. Especially if you ain't never played a sport in your life. You've never done it. You don't know what it's like to do that
at all.
Get on a balance beam, flip, like you twerk, like and land.
Man,
you don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to do that, and I'm not gonna try.
No.
You know what I mean?
At all.
So,
and if you ever catch me trying, please stop me.
Test me. No.
just tell me no.
For real.
Get down.
but I'm proud of her, man.
No,
and
seriously.
I'm just proud of the whole gymnastic team as well.
Yes,
but I'm proud of her. It was a very kind gesture, and I forgot what country she's from when the girl won gold medal. And Simone them had already won gold in different events, but they kind of like bowed to her, and just made her feel special. Gave her that moment. Like that was so classy.
That was. That really was.
I'm just proud of Simone and all of Team USA, man. And before we, do you have anything else to say about Simone?
No. I just want to say, like, that moment that you were speaking of, like, no, that was a really, truly, when you think about it, that is a moment.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. That they did that for her, and that just shows the unity.
Yeah, and even honestly, and not just that, but even it was another clip of the girl in France. She didn't really, do too good, and I don't think she was able to compete for a medal. And the other girls from I forgot what country it was, but they was consoling her because she was crying, and they talked to her for a good minute and a half, 2 minutes. That's a long little talk between somebody that you're competing against.
Right.
And I feel like that was a special moment too. And it just shows we can be together if we just try. And the Olympics is bigger than just the sports. Like you really see all of those countries coming together. Like if they can do it, and I hope it wasn't no fights or nothing in the village or nothing like that. No mess or nothing.
Stuff went down probably.
But if they can do it, that should just be a blueprint of what the world could be.
Man, you said a word right there.
That could be a blueprint, it's a lot going on. But we're going to move on from the Olympics. I will say that, and there's two more things I want to say about the Olympics.
Sure.
First of all, Team USA winning, they had 126 medals total, so they pretty much won in that category.
Absolutely.
They tied with China, though. Team USA and China tied with 40 gold medals.
Oh, wow.
So I thought that was cool. And then also, last but not least, Snoop Dogg was everywhere.
Yeah, he was.
He was everywhere. It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Snoop? Where's Snoop
today? Is crazy.
He was everywhere. He was out there doing his thing, and I wondered if he was going to be out there the whole time, and he was.
He was. 2
weeks
in Paris.
Yeah, must be nice.
Must be.
Must be nice. But yeah, that's the Olympics. We're gonna move on from that.
Okay, Vils, wait, before we move on to the next.
Okay.
We have to talk about the girls, though. We have to talk about Team USA.
Women. And we meant to.
We got the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
But it was no easy task at the end there.
It was not.
Because you had mentioned we rolled through everybody. But when we got to the medal round, it was tough going up against France.
Yeah.
A person that stood out to me the most from that team, and it was quite a few, but the one that just really stuck out like a sore thumb was Gabby Williams.
Mm-hmm.
She tough.
In the gold medal game for sure, yes.
Yeah, she's cold. She's cold. And like, I was really watching that game. At first I was like, man, we're gonna probably beat them. I wasn't gonna really pay attention to it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh shoot, they hanging tough, and she just pulling up. They
had the lead.
Like that was up like 10, 15?
Yeah,
like it was man.
I woke up to watch that game.
She was balling. She needs to be a part of somebody's WNBA team.
Mm-hmm.
Like ASAP. Like she literally needs to be a part of somebody's team. Angel had kind of made like a little joke or something like that, trying to like kind of recruit her.
I saw it. Mm-hmm. I saw her tweet.
Gary was just like, go team. We can team up somewhere else, whatever. But why hasn't she been picked up yet? Like, I mean, I know we just getting back
it's in early. Give it some time.
I'm sorry. I'm calling her the next day.
Well, I'm sure they did, but you still have to work out things, contracts, negotiations.
That's true.
Like that stuff don't happen overnight. It don't happen in a week or two. Like you got to figure some stuff out first.
That's true. Do you think that'd be a good pickup for the Wings?
I do. I think Gabby Williams would fit with the Wings because of you have Arike at point. And then you have, which they just got rid of Billings. They just got rid of Odyssey, and we'll get to that.
Yep.
And then you have Satu back.
Yep, she's back.
I think, and Gabby is very aggressive. She goes get her. She's not scared. She's not afraid. I think she put on a show for a reason, or she tried to. You know what I mean?
Right,
and it worked out for her. Yeah. And I think she's showing them like, hey, I got game too.
Yeah,
put me in a W. I may have been in the league before, and I had to play overseas, but I still do this.
Yeah.
Against the best.
Right. As you can see.
Against the best.
She single-handedly was going to wield them the victory, for real.
She was.
Single-handedly.
She hit a shot at the end that could have took it into overtime.
And who knows at that point?
Oh, my gosh. I don't even want to think about that. I don't. Because
I was nervous.
I was nervous, too.
I was like, okay, if I could be real, I wanted Team USA to win. Because I just did not want to hear like
of
the
course
slander.
We have to. They have a
but a part of me wanted a good Cinderella ass story. Like I ain't gonna lie, a part of me wanted a Cinderella story.
The women had to win it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I know. Like no, they had to win.
Yeah.
But it was just like a part of me was like, damn, pulling for you know what I'm saying the underdog. You know. So I was just,
and it was. The home crowd, they had that on their side.
Yeah,
it was a tough
man,
out.
And the hurt. Did you see the hurt?
Yeah. Both teams, the men and the women.
Yeah,
both in the gold medal game, which was crazy. But
perfect. Just
it meant something.
Made for TV.
It meant something. It meant something to them.
It did,
sure.
Absolutely,
and it was dope to see.
It was definitely. But I was just saying, like, no, somebody needs to go get Gabby. There's no reason why she's not in the league.
I feel like they will.
And damn it need to be the Wings. Mm-hmm. And since we're here, let's go ahead and just get into the WNBA. BZ, drop the beat. Girls, we run this mother. All right. The Dallas Wings, man. I know we were plagued with injury before, and I say we, because home team, I'm still going to root. Mm-hmm. But I know we were plagued with injury before, and we haven't had the best of seasons. But I feel like we're making dumb decisions, along the way, along this journey. Yeah. You had mentioned earlier, Satu is back. We welcome her. We want her to be back. We needed her, right? Evidently. Who else is back? Maddie's back. We need Maddie in her shooting. But she's not... Maddie has had a good year, but I don't feel Maddie is as consistent
I feel like she was being consistent this season.
Yeah.
This season. This is her second season in the league.
Yeah,
and she's progressing. That's all that matters.
That is true.
But I felt like...
And she was, you're right. She was putting up...
Yeah, she was averaging about 12. She was averaging about 14.
Okay, you're right. You're right. And then I forgot who else is coming back. I can't... Jaylen Brown. And I'm not even familiar with her game. You know what I mean? But I feel like we let a good piece go.
Yeah. A couple of good pieces.
A couple of good pieces, but I'm more so saying Odyssey Sims, man. She gave us buckets.
She did.
She started. I believe she started.
Yeah, she was definitely starting.
So, like, I get that she was on a hardship contract.
You got to work something out, man. And she at home. Figure it out.
Let's go.
That's the hometown hero.
Right.
You got to figure that out.
You have to. Like, legitimately have to. Like, I just feel like the Wings are continuing to disappoint me. The management. Mm-hmm. Not the team itself, but the management is piss poor, in my opinion. In my opinion.
Sound like one of my coaches.
No, I'm just being honest here. You dropped the ball on Angel Reese. I don't even know how you let that happen.
And we've
talked about it. I'm not going into detail, but I'm just highlighting what the Wings are doing wrong currently. You dropped the ball on Angel Reese. You have the number 5 fucking pick, and you dropped the ball on that. Then you don't. Well, but even before that, you don't even sign Odyssey to what I quote unquote a long-term deal, whatever that means. You don't sign her to that. You let her go. Then you pick her up, when you figure out that you're playing with the injury bug and you don't have enough people on your team to play. Signs to this hardship license. She goes out her first game. She dropping 18.
Yeah, and I believe I was there for that game.
That right against the Lynx. Mm-hmm. She dropped 18 off the street.
Off the street.
Crazy. Am I lying?
No, you're not. I'm just.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, off the street, 18. I get it. Arike is a very special player. She's good. She get the buckets, but she can't do it alone. Nobody can do it alone. Like, literally, no one can do it alone.
Right.
When you have a player like Odyssey or like Monique, that's consistently can give you maybe 10 to 15 a night. Mm-hmm. You kind of want to hang those players around. You know what I mean? Keep those players around a little bit. I don't know, Viz. I'm done.
I need that consistent scoring. I need that consistent, participation. Like, I need that. If you're giving me something positive mm-hmm. and it's working and you have, the crowd behind you, I need that. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Make it happen. But business is business. I don't know what had to happen for them to be to waive those 2 players. Right. It is what it is, I guess, at this point.
It is.
But I would have loved to see both of them, especially Odyssey, still be on the team in the second half. And yeah.
So, Odyssey, we still pulling for you. Hopefully the Wings get together and sign you to a long term for sure. Mm-hmm.
But speaking of the Wings, though, mm-hmm. didn't you say that they were the most we talked about earlier?
Yeah, the highest valued team in the WNBA. So right now, the Dallas Wings are worth $208 million, coming in first place.
That's crazy.
Over the Las Vegas Aces.
Yeah.
And those are back-to-back champions. Mm-hmm. So the Dallas Wings are worth $208 million. The Aces fall number 2 at $140 million. The Seattle Storm, $135 million. The New York Liberty sitting at $130 million. And we'll stop here with the Phoenix Mercury at $105 million.
That's crazy. That's a interesting fact.
What's crazy is I don't know what their title is, but they actually bought a 1% stake into the Dallas Wings for $2.8 million.
Really?
Yep. And that's 1%? What boosted their... Yeah, that's 1%. And that's what boosted their value to $208 million.
I wonder what that is worth. 1%. Putting that much money in. I don't know. We're not.
It's gonna be 1% of 208.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
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 Do the math.
But it was a good investment.
Yeah.
I will say this, but that all goes to show, and I don't want to keep harping on Dallas Wings, but I feel like I have to, because I just feel like obviously somebody sees you have a product, they're willing to put $2.8 million a piece into it.
Yeah.
Fans deserve better.
Yeah,
fans deserve better.
And they show up.
Man.
Especially this season.
Man, come on. And we've been.
You have to keep this. And then it's going to Dallas.
Come on. Even a bigger city, you have to keep the fan support. So you have to make management. I'm not trying to tell you how to run the team. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying you have to make better decisions. You want to sell tickets and you want to win games. This is nothing against Arika. Like I said before, she's great, but she can't do it by herself. And Satu's coming back from an injury. Again, I didn't watch a lot of the Olympics. Did you watch any of the Germany games?
I didn't catch all.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is how did she look?
She did okay. She still was on the sideline, kind of like,
laboring.
Yeah, not laboring, but like they were icing, they were heating.
She's not ready.
But they're gonna do that.
Absolutely. Try to keep it loose.
Yeah, when you have an injury like that and you're coming back, you ain't played in a while, they're gonna treat it.
Well, and which is good. So we're gonna see. But all I say, don't try to win it this year. Don't try to make the playoffs. You got two options. You take for Paige.
Tank for Paige.
Hashtag tank for Paige.
If they get the number one pick.
If they do. Lose out.
What's the second option?
Well, I guess Gabby, you just have to pick her up. I'm just going to pick up Gabby.
If you're going to pick up Gabby, you might as well just...
You can't tank, then.
Yeah, you just might as well have kept Odyssey.
No, that's different.
I don't know. She was contributing.
She was.
And the chemistry was there.
The chemistry is there. You're right. I don't know. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah. Let's move on.
One more thing about the WNBA. I was just scrolling on the internet. Mm-hmm. The Valkyries, they coming.
They are coming.
And they done already started selling gear. That's what
nice,
I was going to say. Yeah. I'm like, ooh.
That purple and black.
Ooh. I like it. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, on GP,
what I saw a hoodie. I was like, okay, well. I just like repping WNBA gear, period. Like,
that's the thing.
I feel like with the WNBA, you can pretty much wear whatever.
Anybody. Yeah,
because we're just trying to promote.
Right, like, absolutely. I agree with that. Before we get out of the WNBA, though, second half of the season, let's just do the top 5 right now. New York Liberty, they're sitting at number 1, 22-4.
Okay.
Connecticut Sun sitting at number 2, 18-6. Minnesota Lynx, 18-8. Number 4, Seattle Storm, 17-8, and the Las Vegas Aces, 16-8. Vales, how do you see this? How do you see the second half of the season playing out?
Oh, that's a tough one. So I think Connecticut gonna be hungry, and they're gonna do their thing. The New York Liberty, they just won tonight. They blew out believe the Sparks. They may be the team to beat in the end. I think they hooping, but I think Connecticut is right behind them as being competitive. The Aces.
Uh-oh.
Be honest. I don't know if I see them winning it this year.
Yee.
I don't, and I'm an advocate for the Aces, but
I know.
They're to me, it's looking like they're slowing down. Now Asia's still having an MVP year.
Yeah,
she gonna do her thing, but to me, I think it's starting to kind of from what I see. I think Chelsea Gray, which she didn't play much in the Olympics, probably for a reason, because she wants to save it all for try to get a WNBA championship. Right. But I don't know. I don't know if I see it. I don't know if I see them winning this. Like, to me, it's either going to be the New York Liberty and the Connecticut Sun, like, out of those two.
Let me ask you this, too. Do you think there's been a balance of power?
Yes, I think it's settling out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we knew that the New York Liberty was a super team.
Absolutely.
Last season.
They were
in the finals, weren't they?
Yes, absolutely.
So I mean, but they coming. You know what I mean? Stu got the hoop in the Olympics. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's almost an unfair advantage. I'm just looking at it from this perspective. The ones who kept playing.
That's true. Yeah.
They good.
Yeah.
Y'all got to catch up now.
Yep.
And that's why I feel like Phoenix played the Chicago Sky tonight. That's why I feel like, they looked how they looked because Brittany had been in the Olympics, Diana Taurasi, and Kalea.
Yep.
Kalea Copper.
Yep. And
so they've been still practicing, playing with better talent, playing against better talent.
Yep, absolutely.
And I'm not trying to put their teammates down, but I'm just saying, like, they kept hooping. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they ain't got to warm back up.
Right.
And so I think that's an advantage almost.
It is.
In my eyes.
It is.
You know what I mean? So New York Liberty, Stu, even the Connecticut Sun, the point guard played, Alyssa Thomas.
Yep.
Now the Aces played too. They had Asian.
Pretty much they started
Chelsea,
five.
Kelsey and Jackie. Yeah,
they started five.
Yeah. Dang, Chelsea, Kelsey, and Jackie. I was talking about the three.
Yeah.
Never mind. It don't matter.
Okay.
You missed it. It went over here. Anyway, so their legs are still going. They've been hooping. They've been getting meaningful buckets, and I think that means something. I'm just looking at it from that perspective. But we'll see. I think that Kaylin is ready to come back and try to snatch the Rookie of the Year award all the way from Angel, even though Angel had a double-double tonight, 11 and 15.
Let's go.
It's I don't know. We'll see. It's one of those things where you really can't predict. Right. You just gotta watch.
Absolutely.
And so I'm excited about the second half of the WNBA season.
Okay, with all that being said, and then we'll move on after this. We've seen how the first half of the season played out, and you got your predictions for the second half. Who is coming out of the East, and who is coming out of the West?
As far as like finals or what?
Finals.
Yeah.
Like who's gonna make it? Who's gonna be the last two teams standing?
It's gonna be New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's gonna be the Aces again. And I forgot to mention Minnesota too. They've been hooping too.
Yeah, they have been.
But anyway, New York and the Aces.
You think it's gonna be repeated that?
I think so. I can see Phoenix trying to snatch it from the Aces.
Ooh, because they've been Copper's on a mission.
I can see
she's been playing with a chip.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like.
I think Chicago and Indiana is just going to be for entertainment.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they stay in the top 8. But yeah, I think it's going to be New York. It's going to be a rematch of last year's finals.
I'm taking, and yes, that would be my second choice. But I feel like Connecticut is going to sneak in there. They're going to find a way. I just do. Okay. I feel like they're going to find a freaking way to get into the finals. And I do believe the Aces, that Minnesota and Aces, Minnesota's in the West, right? Should be.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough battle. Oh, I hate to do this, Vils. It's probably going to be the Lynx.
You thinking that?
I think at this point in time, yes. Like, the only reason the Aces are playing, well, I would say Asia's playing with I don't know. She's playing with a chip. I think she's still pissed off that she didn't get MVP last year. Because she's playing different. She's playing outside of her mind. But I just feel like, I don't know. I don't think the rest of the Aces are playing at her level right now. I don't feel like.
Right. And that's why I said they're slowing down, but she's at the same level.
Yeah.
She hooping.
And the Lynx, I don't watch a lot of their games, but the games I catch, they just rally.
Yeah.
They rally. And Nafisa Collier is definitely the captain, the leader of that team.
Oh, yeah. And she also played in the Olympics.
Yeah, absolutely. And got plenty of burn.
Yes, she did.
And
hit some big shots.
And Kayla McBride, Kayla McBuckets. I wish y'all can see my face. Like, she hoops. She gets buckets. So it's like, I think at this given point in time, I can see Connecticut and the Lynx in the finals. Just because of what I'm seeing, just because Alyssa Thomas is just, she's out. Dejanay Carrington just having a career year.
Yeah, she's starring in her role.
You know what I mean?
And that's what you have to get players to understand. Is like, look, you don't have to be the main scorer or whatever the case. Like, as long as you do what you're supposed to do in your role and you're good at it, you are contributing. That's how you get playing time.
Yep.
Let me stop. That's how you get playing time.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Connecticut and the Lynx in the finals, I am not mad at that. I can actually see that happening as well. I just think that it's going to be the Liberty and the Aces again.
And I want it to be.
And it's so good because we can talk about this now and see how it plays out.
Right, absolutely.
I love that part of it. But yeah.
All right. I think
so we got to move on from the WNBA.
Let's go. And I may not be excited as I was like in years past, but we got to do it anyway. We got to talk about it anyway. So let's just get to it. Beezy, please drop the beat. The NFL is back, Vales.
It's back.
Are you excited?
I'm not.
Why not?
I'm a Cowboys fan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really all I got to say. I don't have much to say about it. I haven't seen a lot of good things this past summer, surrounding them. I'll let you, go into details about it, but I'm just not excited. Like, I haven't been like looking in my closet like, ooh, I can't wait to wear I'm where it is. No. Normally this is when I start, shaking the wrinkles out. Shaking the wrinkles out of them shirts. And, hanging them up.
Yeah.
But I haven't had that feeling. And I'm still going to rock my gear, but yeah, it's not. I'm not feeling it right now.
I feel you. Because I'm not either. I'm just not ecstatic about this upcoming season. Like, reasons as you said, being Cowboys fans, we really don't have anything to be excited about. Mm-hmm. But before we actually get into our Cowboys talk, let's just kind of talk about overall, just the league in general. How do you see the whole league shaking up at the end? Like, what do you see? This is way too early predictions, way everything. We're just spitballing here. What do you see this coming, how this is going to end? Who is your Super Bowl favorite?
Right now?
I'm
going to just say the Kansas City Chiefs.
You got the Chiefs.
Or the Niners.
Or the Niners.
That's what I'm going to say right now.
I'm going to be a little daredevil. I think Houston.
Okay.
I don't know why, though.
I'm not mad at that, but I
know why.
I see.
Houston is, and I saw it last year, like, Houston is dangerous. They got Stephon Diggs. They acquired Stephon Diggs over the offseason.
Which is crazy. Houston about to be lit.
Oh, Houston about to be insane. Stroud, he coming back from his sophomore year. He's only going to get better. You saw what he did his rookie year. He's only going to get better. I think Houston may find a way to be in the Super Bowl next year. In my real opinion. And Houston is looking kind of good to me. Mm-hmm. Like, Cowboys better get it together. Do you think, though, and we're going to just go and get into the Cowboys talk. Do you see the Cowboys winning the division?
No.
Who do you think is going to be, Philly?
Yep.
Probably.
And I hate to say that. Obviously, it makes me sick to my stomach. But I just don't see who did they just get? They just got Saquon, right?
Yeah, they did.
And they don't. I don't see it for the Cowboys right now. I'm saying that right now. Now, things could change over the season, and they could prove me wrong. But right now, I see Philly winning the division.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's play a game. I like games. I want to see if you're going to change your answer after we kind of go through the schedule. Okay. First game of the season, we got the Browns, and we play in Cleveland. Who wins that game?
I'll say the Cowboys will win that game.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's one win for the Cowboys. Keep your own score. Then the next following week, we got the Saints and Cowboys at home. Saints got to come to us.
Cowboys.
Okay. Then we have the Ravens coming to visit.
Ravens.
All right. Then we got to go see the Giants.
Oh, Cowboys.
Then we got to make a trip to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, and they have Russell Wilson and Brandon Fields, right?
Yeah, but only one can play at a time.
I'm going to take the Cowboys in that game.
Okay. Then the Lions come to town.
Detroit. I'm gonna give it to Detroit.
Then we have to go visit the 49ers.
Niners.
Then we have to go visit the Falcons.
Cowboys.
Then the Eagles come to town.
Eagles.
Texans come to town.
Texans.
We go visit the Commanders.
Cowboys.
The Giants come to town.
Cowboys.
Then the Bengals come to town.
I'm going to go Cowboys.
We take a trip to visit the Panthers.
Cowboys.
The Buccaneers come to town.
Cowboys.
We have to go visit the Eagles.
Eagles.
And then the Commanders come to town.
Cowboys.
What did you end with?
So that's 11-6.
Does that win you the division?
No, because I feel like the Eagles will win more games than we will.
That's fair.
Is that 11-6?
Yeah, that's 17.
Yeah, so I think the Eagles are gonna be good. I just don't know why, but I feel like they're gonna be competitive. I feel like they're gonna be tough to beat. And I just think they're gonna win a division. I just don't see it right. I don't see it for us. We got too much going on right now. We just got way too much going on.
I agree.
Dak he's injured, ain't he? Right now. And he's not, and then you got CD.
He's holding out.
You know what I mean? We got Zeke back, but Zeke ain't really making no noise like that.
No.
And we lost some people. We lost somebody to injury already, like for the season. Like, it's just not looking good for us. Mm-hmm. And I want to say that, like, last year I felt like, I don't know. But it also was like, you know what, but we could, because last year I had us going like 13-4, I think. Mm-hmm. And we did, but we just fumbled in the playoffs. No pun intended.
Yeah.
And so.
Fumbled hard.
But this year I just don't see it at all.
I'm with you. I'm not mad. I'm with you. I don't see it because of what happened in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Like, what a letdown. And we've already rehashed it, so I'm not going to even go through it. But that puts me in the position why I feel the way I feel right now, where I just don't care. I just don't care. Now, I'm going to watch the games because I'm just a stupid, loyal Cowboy fan. But as far as the emotion, I literally cannot give it. And I know I've been saying it. I just literally cannot give that emotion right now because why? Why? And then you got your dumbass owner, Jerry Jones, refusing to pay CD Lamb for whatever goddamn me reason. I don't know.
I need to be in those meetings.
Okay? No, I feel you. Because I need to know what is being discussed. I get it. CeeDee Lamb is wanting to get Justin Jefferson money. Right now, Justin Jefferson is getting 4 years for $140 million, which is probably like $35 million a year. Mm. Again, we're just having chit chat. Is CeeDee Lamb deserving of Justin Jefferson money.
I can okay, so I can see CD making like 20 to 25 million a year. Somewhere around that range. Like
Damn.
20 million.
10 million less than Jay Jettas?
And it's not even a knot though. Because you're still getting $20 million a year.
Right.
It's not a knot.
But he is arguably top three.
Yeah, he is. In the league. He is. Okay, so if Justin is getting 35, then okay, CD can get 30. I can see that. Mm-hmm. But Jerry, for some reason, is refusing to pay him. So we have to figure out what works.
Okay. You're going to have to let somebody go. And that's the thing. That's what I really want to get into.
It got to be that.
F all the other stuff. Let's talk about this for real. If we give CeeDee Lamb 35 plus million a year, somebody's not getting paid. It's either going to be Micah Parsons or it's going to be Dak.
Let's get rid of Dak. Let's just get rid of him. I've given my all to Dak. I've believed in him. You know, I have been frustrated with him. Then I believed in him again. And by numbers, by paper, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Absolutely.
But when you watch, that's why numbers are starting not to mean much to me in certain sports, in certain players. Because when you don't do what I need you to do, or when what your fans need you to do, what your organization needs you to do, you don't come up in the big moments, and we've seen it time after time. And I'm not saying like I'm giving up on Dak right now, because obviously he's going to be our quarterback.
Right.
But I would much rather, if we had to get rid of somebody, it would be
Dak.
Dakota Rain.
Prescott.
That's who I would, because it's we've you can find your quarterback. Sure, bring Kaepernick. I don't care. Like, do what you gotta do. But if somebody gotta get rid of, it's gonna be that.
Okay. And see, I agree with you. And the reason why I agree with you, you're singing a different tone, Bills. You're singing a different tone.
Maybe, but
the only reason why I'm saying that, because I just remember in 2016. Now, it's been some years. And you can debate me on that. It's been some years.
Okay, yeah.
You were so ready to get rid of Tony Romo. You crowned Dak
for a reason.
The becoming.
He was.
And I told y'all to wait, slow down. I told y'all to slow down. I said wait, let the man develop.
He was, though. He developed, like, come on, we've seen it with our eyes, like I said. No, his numbers don't lie.
They don't.
We've had some really good wins, but we've also seen that cold.
He has never risen up in the moments where it mattered. He has never. Never. I can't justify.
Besides the time we beat Tampa Bay. With Tom Brady.
True.
When he was about to retire. But, yeah.
I peeped the shade. But, okay, other than that, like, he has never... Dude, you let freaking Jordan Love march into your stadium and made you look like a JV team. The game was over in the... Okay, I'm sorry. I am not talking about the playoffs anymore. But this is why I'm not excited about this season. I can't justify giving him $60 million a year. It ain't my money. But I can't stand behind an organization that is willing to give somebody $60 freaking million a year that has not proven a damn thing. You want a playoff game? What's that new? Give me my money. Yay!
Give me my money.
You know what I'm saying? You want a playoff game? Yay! Okay. $60 million.
You want a playoff game to get quiet.
Like, if we was on video. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I can't. Jerry, I don't know what you're doing with CeeDee Lamb. I don't know what kind of weird game you playing with him. Give him his bread. Give him his bread. He does definitely deserve his 35 or whatever $1 million. Because else is out there?
Jerry is a Dak guy.
He is a Dak guy.
And you know what it reminds me of?
But so you're going to let CeeDee Lamb is all but 22, 23 years old. Mm-hmm. Dak is 30, 31.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Jerry was also a Jason Garrett guy.
Yeah.
And we see, you know, when he's loyal to somebody, he's loyal to them. And it could be to the detriment of the organization.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
And you bring up a valid point. And that is the problem. This is why the Cowboys are stuck in this cycle of mediocrity. I hope I said that right.
Yeah.
Like, that's where we are. We're stuck on just being good enough. We can't get a viable pick because we're good enough. Mm-hmm. We'll make the playoffs. We may win a playoff game, so we can't pick in the lottery. We can't go grab us a top tier quarterback because we're just good enough. There was somebody had proposed a question online like, should you just trade Micah and then just get draft capital? I hated that idea. I thought that was stupid. But do you? If we're rebuilding, even though they've never said we were rebuilding, but it's obviously very freaking clear that we're rebuilding. Do you trade Micah for draft capital?
We can't get rid of Micah, man.
So, I mean, you can't keep all three. I know you said Dak gotta go.
Yep.
Who's your quarterback? We gotta
find one.
Are you getting a Trey Lance?
No, because, I mean, well, maybe. Or if we can get one off the street, would be all right. But I would much rather have somebody now off the street.
Than that?
No, I'm playing.
Yeah,
No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
But that's how serious I am when I say, like, I would much rather get rid of him than anybody else. You know what I mean?
I know, and I get it. I just thought that was an interesting thing about the Micah and the draft picks. Like, truly, like I said, when I first, I'm like, man, this is dumb as hell. But I was like, well, nah. Our defense, like, I never even cared about defense until Micah came. Because Micah was, like, fun on defense. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Let me ask you one more of this before we get out of here. Is Mike McCarthy on the hot seat this season?
Yeah, of course. Yes. You don't take care of business this season. You gone.
So what is it? So let's layer it. Is it Super Bowl or bust or playoff win or bust? What is it?
You at least got to go 2 rounds deep or bust.
That's fair.
2 rounds deep or bust. And that's sad because I want us to win a Super Bowl, but 2 rounds deep or bust.
Or bust. So Mike McCarthy's done.
I feel like he is.
If he doesn't go 2 rounds, he's done?
Yes.
Is Bill Parcells, not Bill Parcells, I'm sorry. Bill Belichick, is he in?
Bill, yeah, I can see that. I can see that happening. Should have been this year anyway, but yeah, I can see that happening.
It's kind of hard to, I mean, is Mike McCarthy the problem?
I'm not saying he's the problem, but sometimes you do need different coaches to bring things out of you that you didn't know you had. Sometimes a change is good.
That's true.
You may have won with Aaron Rodgers back, in Green Bay, but maybe this just ain't the system or just the organization, for you.
Right.
But it's a combination of things.
Makes sense. It's gonna be a long season, Vils.
Yeah.
Long season. And I'm not mad at CeeDee Lamb from holding out. Get your money. It sucks. I hope that a resolution can be resolved soon. Like I said, I'm stepping 110 behind Vils. Like, if somebody gotta go, Dak, we thank you. We appreciate you for all that you have done. But there comes a point in time where you just gotta say goodbye. And I'll be okay with that.
Never can say goodbye.
No, but seriously though, like I'm not trading Micah. I'm not getting rid of CeeDee Lamb. Those are young pieces that you unfortunately you haven't proven enough. Like you've gotten us to where we can succeed, but you haven't taken us over the hump. And that's the thing. We have not gotten over the hump.
Yep.
And if you're demanding $65 million or $60 million, I cannot justify that. I don't sign the check. It ain't my money. I know all of that. But I can't. I'm not willing. Let me tell you this. If the Cowboys are willing to part with CeeDee Lamb to try to sign Dak to $60-something million, I will take my fandom down 35. I will be a Houston Texans fan.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't be able to do it anymore because, and I'm probably lying. I am probably lying.
Yeah, you are.
I wanted to sound
okay.
believable.
But it's okay.
But cause that don't make any sense. But we're gonna get out of here, man. Long episode. Have fun. I got who I said I had at the end. I had we didn't do Super Bowl prediction, did we? We did. Damn, I don't remember. Who'd you say you had?
Kansas City Chiefs winning.
All of it? Who's coming out of the NFC? You didn't have that? Okay. Kansas City. My prediction, I can see these Chiefs going again. But for some reason, I don't even know why, and it's really left field, I can see the Detroit Lions. I can see the Detroit Lions winning the Super Bowl.
Like I said before, it's so great that we get to see.
Yeah. Because, I'm going to say this real quick. Detroit showed a lot of heart last year, and they were definitely pissed off when they lost against San Francisco because they were supposed to win that game. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, they're coming back strong. That coach they have, Daboll. No, it's not Daboll. I can't remember his name. Anyway, that coach they had, he's the type of guy that you could tell the players run through walls for. Mm-hmm. The way he amps them up, gets them ready. That is a different Detroit Lion team. And I really do hate to say that, but yeah, I got Detroit probably winning the Super Bowl in 2025.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see.
All right, y'all. That's episode 31. It's been real. It's been fun. We're going to get up out of here like this. It's the one and only Lyles.
And it's your girl, Vels, a.k.a. Velly Vel, if that's what you want to call me.
And together we are Locked in Sports. Peace.
I like sports and that's it.